Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Fractal Bitcoin. Welcome to today's Bitcoin news video. I'm Chris, and yes, the show's mostly about Bitcoin, but really it's about you and your future and your family's future and prosperity. Let's get right to the Bitcoin chart, because today we are above 71,000. Things are heating up. Look at this. We're only, $2,000 away from all-time highs back on March 14th. Yeah. It's been almost 3 months, and we've been coming up since May 1st, and it looks like we're just going to keep going. Of course, we don't know what's going to happen. We could go sideways for the next 4 months. We don't know, but yeah, everything's looking good. Excitement is high around Bitcoin for sure. And are your bags packed? That's the question. Are your bags packed? Or are you still want to pack some more into your bag? Yeah, this is funny. Wall Street thinks they can buy all the Bitcoin. When they've bought up weak hands, they'll meet a brick wall of plebs that never sell. Yeah, here, I'll click on this. Yeah, this is Wall Street. This is the bus. And here comes the train. Bitcoiners that will separate money from state. Yes, this is literally what's going to happen. That's literally Wall Street, and Bitcoiners that hold, and Bitcoin itself, boom, crashing right through, unstoppable. Let's go. Here's Walker posting, y'all got any more of that cheap Bitcoin? Right? Come on, Bitcoin, just one more dump for old time's sake. So if you haven't packed your bags, you probably are thinking this, you know what, let's dump down to 50K one more time before we go up to, $600,000, right? I don't know. I don't know if it's going to happen. Now, this is about last cycle. I thought this was very interesting because last cycle, everybody thought we were going to hit 100K easily, actually. Just 100K easy. But what happened was, Nico here is telling us the Chinese mining ban robbed us of 100K last cycle. Still don't see enough people talking about this. And yeah, you can see on this graphic here, this was in this big red circle is this is the Bitcoin price in the last bull cycle peak. And the blue here is the Bitcoin mining hash rate. And right in the middle of the bull run, it literally, that's when China banned Bitcoin mining. So like literally almost half of the hash rate we lost almost half the hash rate because all those miners had to turn their miners off and move to other countries. So many people think that stunted the last bull run. And there are other reasons why people think that this last bull cycle top was nowhere near what it should have been. The other thing is FTX, right? All the shenanigans FTX pulled before they dumped and crashed. And yeah, it was a mess. It was a mess. Yeah, but show this to anyone who's selling nowadays. Yeah, who's selling Bitcoin? On the 100th trading day, the U.S. Bitcoin ETFs bought 12.5 thousand Bitcoin, equivalent to 28 days of supply. Because every day, only 450 Bitcoin, new Bitcoin, are mined. And so yesterday, June 4th, 12,590 Bitcoin were the inflows to the ETFs. So what this means is that the demand is so high, it's getting high, and the supply is what it is. The supply is fixed for now until the next halving. So yeah, this indicates, yeah, that's what that indicates. Yeah, and here's the ETFs again today. This is literally today. IBIT is near $1 billion before 2 p.m. Yeah, they're bringing in almost $1 billion of Bitcoin today already. The day's not even over. Yeah, insane. Here's an awesome quote from Jack Spirko. If you're not following Jack on Nostr, you should. He has a podcast called The Survival Podcast, which is awesome. He posts a lot of awesome things. And here he notes, IBIT is 26% of BlackRock's 2024 inflows. So all of BlackRock's inflows, the Bitcoin ETF is 26% of all of it. And with Fidelity, FBTC, it's 56% of Fidelity's inflows. BlackRock is the world's largest asset manager. Fidelity has the most active brokerage accounts in the US, but your normie friends still think Bitcoin is a scam and going to zero and backed by nothing. Also, the media is ignoring the biggest financial story of the century. Again, Bitcoin is the way. Yep, it really is. And it's funny, today, when the price is at 71,000, we're not even at all-time highs yet. Again, you might hear this kind of thing and be like, oh, they're just hyping up Bitcoin too much. But stick around. Stick around and pay attention to Bitcoin. And in 4 years, when the price is $710,000, and you hear someone say something like this, you're going to be like, that's absolutely true. Bitcoin is the biggest financial story of the century, by far. Yeah, and the prophecy is alive and well. This is the United States median new house. The price in terms of Bitcoin, right now it's about 6.14 Bitcoin. You can buy an average house in the US. Oh, but look, back in 2012, it was like 90,000 Bitcoin. 2020, it was about 70 Bitcoin. Just 4 years ago, it was 70 Bitcoin to buy a house. Now it's 6.14. What do you think it's going to be in 4 years? It's going to be probably 1 Bitcoin. So think about that. You could buy a Bitcoin today for $71,000, and in 4 years, you could buy a house with that, probably. This is remarkable. All right, subscribe if you'd like to. And let's get into some fiat government nonsense for context, because Bitcoin solves these issues. First thing, I saw this story and I was like, what? Yeah, in pursuit of a, quote, corporate transparency, end quote, a mass doxing of LLCs puts financial freedom and privacy at risk. The Corporate Transparency Act is a slow roll attack on financial privacy for ordinary people. Yeah, this is actually insane. Beginning this year, any individual with shares in an American domiciled company will be required to submit identity information to FinCEN. This record collection from the U.S. Treasury Department's Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, BS, is intended to, quote, curb illicit finance, end quote, by requiring a national database of every beneficial owner of an LLC. Yeah, this is called Big Brother. This is called the state wants to know everything, and yeah, this is terrible. It'll probably go through because, you know, all the politicians are literally corrupt and they're just a cartel. And anyway, this is why we Bitcoin. Yeah, and isn't it strange, Bitcoin Twitter points out, isn't it strange that central banks are the most powerful institutions in democracies, yet they are not democratically elected? Bitcoin fixes democracy. It's naturally adopted by individuals without force, bottom up instead of top down technology. Yeah, that's a quote from Carl Menger. I love it. This is what it is. See, these central banks they're the tool by which the elite rob you and inflate the currency and devalue your currency. So whatever money you have in the bank, every day it's losing value. You didn't have to do anything. You didn't do anything wrong. It's your government printing money, and your money is losing value. Terrible. Oh, this is great. This is a book, a new fairy tale book. You can dismantle a fascist police state by voting, and other fairy tales. Yeah, new book. Oh my God. Yeah, does anyone really believe that voting helps, or having a Republican versus a Democrat is going to actually make a big difference? There are small differences, no doubt. But in general, the fascist police state is going to be what it is no matter who's in the White House. The corruption is still there. Doesn't matter who the leader is. All the corruption is still there. That's just the facts. And this is scary. The EU is nuts, man. The EU is absolutely nuts. Breaking: EU Commission plans dangerous expansion of surveillance powers over all domestic digital devices, including TVs, fridges, and any other connected devices. What? Oh my God. Yeah, we want to put microphones all around your house. Yeah, that's what we want to do. And video cameras. Yeah. in your house. What? This is insane. Why would they want to do this? Well, because they're authoritarian AF. All right. So then the good advice from Peruvian Bull here: escape the dying system, enter a new one. Yeah, because as I reported, I think yesterday or the day before, the FDIC reported that 63 banks are near insolvency. And that's when Bitcoin had its second biggest ETF day ever. Probably nothing. I mean, really, lots of people are moving their money from these institutional... They're moving their money from the dying system into Bitcoin. And it's happening slowly now. This is just the very beginning. But it's going to pop. One day we're going to wake up to a God candle. We're going to go up like $30,000 in like an hour. And everyone's going to be like, oh my, everyone's going to lose their mind. But you and I, we know. We stack sats, we hold, and we watch it play out, right? And then we end up with life-changing wealth. Some would say wife-changing wealth, but come on, it's funny. All right, yeah, and I've been watching a lot of videos about AI recently, and AI is, I mean, I don't know how much you've looked into AI, all the different apps that are available, things you can do. It's getting insane, and it's just going to keep getting more insane. But here apparently is an AI assistant that does the job of 700 people at Klarna. I don't even know what Klarna is, some company, but anyway, the reason I'm showing you this is because there are definitely areas of your life where you could probably use AI to really help you be more productive and be more successful. For instance, I make all my thumbnails with AI. If I didn't have AI to make thumbnails, it would literally be the worst thumbnail ever. It'd just be text. Literally. So AI for my thumbnails, it's a lifesaver. And there are so many other uses of AI. It's fascinating. All right, there's a couple new wallets that were launched. Today, actually, Coinbase officially launches its smart wallet. And I'm sure you can have Bitcoin in there, but I think you can have all kinds of other cryptos in there. And I think they just want to make it a lot easier. So yeah, the overhaul of gasless on-chain experience. So the fees are a lot lower. They note that the implemented changes will now make onboarding to the blockchain as easy as signing into your favorite website. Ultimately, the goal of offering is to rapidly increase the number of people taking part in the industry. The smart wallet is set to eliminate the need. This is actually the big part. It's set to eliminate the need for recovery phrases, apps, and extensions that are usually required for DeFi participation. So I think this is the big thing with Coinbase Wallet. And, you know, Coinbase is very shady in itself, so I'm not putting a lot of faith in this wallet. I probably would not use this. But it's news because they're working to eliminate the need for recovery phrases and apps and extensions. So that's interesting. That's an interesting development because, you know, we know that for a lot of normies to be onboarded, to get a lot more people into the Bitcoin space and crypto, whatever, it has to be easier. Like these private keys, like everything is very clunky right now. And it's good. I'm not saying I don't like it. I like it. But the fact is that to get the average person involved more, it's going to have to be a lot easier. That's all I'm saying. So that's what they're working on. And yeah, here's a little, I asked Perplexity today, what is the news today about Coinbase and smart wallets? And it really gave an amazing summary. Perplexity is awesome. I don't know if you're using Perplexity. It's like an AI search engine. So it's like Google with an AI. And it literally quickly summarized it. Anyway, Perplexity is awesome. The other new wallet, and I'm sure there's more than two, but the other one I'm going to tell you about is Volt Wallet, a modern descriptor-based financial freedom Bitcoin wallet. Yeah, it's a mobile descriptor-based, I don't know what that means, financial freedom wallet that focuses on self-custody, that's awesome, privacy, and sleek UI and UX, available on Android and iOS. So that's a Bitcoin, I think it's a Bitcoin-only wallet. Self-custody, that's important. So this is definitely one worth looking into, from this announcement. Now here is the Sailor series, which was, I think Frog Friend put it together. This is a bunch of videos of Michael Saylor giving talks or being interviewed or just giving a lot of education on Bitcoin. So if you just want to know more about Bitcoin in general and you like listening to, podcasts or YouTube videos, check out the Sailor series. I link to it below. I link to everything below. And this is the reason why Antispasti pays for the internet. And I agree with him. Oh, yes! Are you kidding me? Let's go. Look at this thing. From the top, not even from the top rope. They brought a ladder into the ring and just broke the table. Come on, that's awesome. This is our website, fractalbitcoin.com. Click this link on the very top. It'll bring you to our locals community where we hang out. It's free to join. I post exclusive videos here from time to time, probably every other day when I'm doing it. But yeah, that's it for today. I appreciate you watching. If you want to like the video, but definitely subscribe to the channel. If you're watching on Rumble, follow the Rumble channel and join the locals community. I appreciate all you maniacs giving me a lot of positive feedback and good comments, and I just really appreciate it. I'm happy to be part of your Bitcoin journey, learning along the way, and building a better future for ourselves and our families. That's what this is all about. So, all right, I'll see you tomorrow for tomorrow's Bitcoin news video. All right, bye.